Geechee will take anybody. That's the thing we were talking about Geechee. But yo, look, I'm looking at it right now on TV. The Netflix monster just popped up on TV. I'm not sure. I want to move my trip. I was about to watch Netflix while I edit. Remember Monster the book? They got a movie for it on Netflix. I'm about to watch it too. You probably don't remember it. That was Walter D. Myers with Scorpion in
I remember.
You do remember? Okay, they got a movie out there. You saw it already?
No, I ain't see it.
Did you know they had a movie on it?
No, I didn't know they had a movie on
All right,
it.
well that you, I know you probably don't care, but I care.
It's
That was like the
Netflix.
first. That was the very
Listen,
first book I ever read, so that means a lot to me. So that was the very
I
first
ain't,
book I
I ain't
read
know.
full from beginning
The
from the
first
end. So
book I ever read was by The Rock.
what's the name of that book?
It was an autobiography by him.
Oh,
I
you
was
bet
big
for
in,
real? I ain't never read that.
I was in the wrestling when I was a young. I like
Yeah, I
to.
wanted to, but I ain't never read. I know my first books I read was by Walter D. Myers. But all right, go ahead. And then it was the pack. The pack was one like probably like the fourth book I ever read by the three doctors. But anyway, I just literally saw it, so I said that. But
25 book campaign here.
you remember that head ass. Look at you.
Yeah.
You remember that to say that. So yeah, that was serious back then too. I don't even think I ever reached 25 books either. I think I had 14.
I don't think I ever reached neither. I used to write the thing off the back. I used to write the summary off the back of the book.
Stop telling the sauce, man.
I'm gonna hold you.
Stop telling the
The
sauce.
book about whatever they put on the back of the book. That's what it was about. Turn that
I
in
did
like it
that
was my
one time. But what I did was I went to the last chapter and read the last chapter and got a pretty much an idea of the whole book and made up what I wanted. So yeah. But I did like four books. And the rest of them was the last chapter. Anyway, Mugen Geechee,
the
you
way the
said
system's
you
set
haven't
up
seen it
now.
yet. Read,
You
I
can
mean.
just ask Google what was what in the
That's a
book,
fact.
and they're gonna tell you, and it's over.
We
So
had
I
that
don't.
system too, though. We
I,
could have asked Jeeves. Remember? We could have asked Jeeves.
not in school though.
We couldn't do it in school. No.
Them sites was blocked. I'm just saying, like the
He
way,
said those sites was
like,
blocked. He
not the
was.
way the system set up now. Like it's like you don't need teachers and stuff to learn really. You really learn from the internet and online now. Everything is virtual.
You definitely need teachers to learn. You need that in personness. You do 100%. I feel what you're saying, but you do. You really do.
100%. And I
Definitely.
stand on the teachers don't even be knowing what they be teaching.
100%. That's true. See, look, he like to just change up to something that's absolutely true. That got nothing to do with what I just said though. Like, but yes, you're
Because
right.
90% of the stuff the teachers teach you, you're not going to use in the real world.
90%. That's not. That's way too large of a margin. Stop it. No, it's not.
Yes. Yes.
Way too large.
Not yet.
You about 17, 18
Yes.
points higher. I say
Yes.
about like
Because the
like
majority of the stuff they
72%
teach,
more like.
majority of the
No,
stuff
no, no,
they
no, no,
teach,
no, no, no.
you can't
No, no,
use.
no,
They
no. I take
not
that
teaching
back.
you a
I take that
trade.
back.
Look, the majority of the stuff they teach you, you can't use. They're not teaching you a trade, or they teach you about some white
Okay.
man's history. So how can you? How is any of that beneficial
I'm
to you?
glad you brought that part up because I always tell James, I be wondering if they teach Black History out where we live at, and they say they do, but they always only want to do it on February. And I tell my kids about that. They corny for doing that only in February because we used to go up on it all year. I don't want them to go through it all year though. But I'm saying like I still teach them on my own. But anyway, I tell them you shouldn't even want no white man teaching you about Black History anyway. But besides that though, you only thinking about high school probably because from first grade to definitely eighth, seventh, you use all that stuff. So stop it. That's you definitely we use all that stuff.
No,
That's the basics,
you
bro.
started it.
Just the basics. Fractions, decimals, we use that. Regular numbers, writing, we use that. So cut that out. And then high
No,
school, we our high school education is way different from how they doing in white areas. You know what I mean? They getting my oldest, I about to say my oldest is getting almost calculus and he in the fourth grade. And we ain't get that till you had to be an honor student to get shit like that. Trigonometry almost. I didn't even get trigonometry in high school. I think I had pre-calc in high school, and that was basically just algebra. But anyway, so no, and yeah, you don't use all the algebra too much. We use variables in real life, so you're not getting that from me. Health class, we use that. We took it as a joke because they want to talk about, you know what I mean, the penis and vagina and all that. And we laughed at it at the time, but we use that. Skulls and all that. They don't go deep in anatomy. We still use that. So no, you said 90% of stuff in school. You didn't even say high school. You said in school. You were talking about from first grade or pre-K to 12th grade. That's not right at all. You know that. That's why I had to break that down. No, it's not true. 90%. You had that backwards.
True.
It's nowhere near over 50%. We use definitely over 50%, bro. Stop it.
It's true.
90%.
Yes,
Do you
90%.
hear your sentence structure? The way you speak and you speak in complete sentences. That's right there, 10%. So that's 10% right there. Don't you know
90%.
how to write, right? You know how to write? Yeah. Writing in essays and you know how to spell words. That's a good another 30% right there. Writing the words, stop it. What you talking about?
You stop it.
Wiley Moo, his words. All right. I only use his words on camera too. I don't use them in my real life. Um, I feel like
Only thing,
it
only
hit
thing
better
you
when I just
use
hear something.
from school, reading, writing, math. That's about it.
You use science because you learn about the planets. You learned about
Uh,
planets. You learn about you learn
uh,
about
I'm not,
evaporation. You learn about
I'm
evaporation.
not
You
science.
learn about
I didn't
perspiration.
learn
What are you
science.
talking about?
I didn't learn any science.
You didn't learn about preparation? Perspiration? That's rain. You didn't learn about
Uh,
evaporation? You learned about
no,
that. You learned
no,
about that. You learned about
no,
the human body. You learned that they give you free condoms if you just attend the class. You learned that.
no. You talking about I learned that?
I need a condom. Let me go to class today. You learned that.
Nah,
The little ass Jimmys. What
nah.
else we learned? Social studies. They were telling us about. We learned we had Black History posters all year long. We had Black History all year. We learned social study was another one, which I may not remember a lot of it, but we learned social study with the prominence of a history, the Declaration of Independence. We learned that. That's for American history. You know what I mean? Of course, we're gonna learn American history. We learned that. 90% is wild to say, and you know that. You're
I
not about
didn't
to.
learn that.
We not gonna even disagree.
You know
We're not even
why?
gonna agree to disagree with that
You know
at all.
why? You know why I ain't learned none of that? 90% of the time I was not paying attention to none of that.
That's not even true either. You
That
were
is
too
true.
smart to say you ain't learned 90% of the time you ain't pay attention.
That is true. Because I only took what I needed.
That's true.
Need
I did. We all did.
read, write, and count. That's all I
If
needed
if they
to
would have
know.
showed us more
Everything else
credit,
was boo. I didn't need none of that.
if they showed us more credit and entrepreneurship, because I did go to a school institute for entrepreneurship and I did learn a little bit about business and stuff, but it stopped once I got to a middle school that didn't talk about that at all. And if we would learn more about that, then yes, we would have applied it more. So yes, I
If I
understand what
was,
you're saying.
if I want to be like, we learned science and stuff, I'd be like, nah, I don't know
Well, I
science.
went to Lincoln and then it turned to Deion Ward. It's crazy because all of the schools I ever went to, I'm not sure about you. Well, you too. I can speak for you because we met. You know, what I mean, we met in 2000. But all the schools I went to, they literally changed the very next year I left. I went to Lincoln and EO, and it was Lincoln School, and they turned to Deion Ward my fifth grade year. I even went to Babyland. Babyland changed to a whole other name by UMDNJ. Morton changed to a night school after we left. They was like, "Oh, this class after this class out, we go to night school." Central went to a whole nother place, and they gave it to a college. So it's just crazy how that went for me. But man, you went the same. But I don't know what elementary. Well, I know what elementary school you went to. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it though. But yeah, they stayed the same though. I don't know what they are now though. That school, I don't want to say their name, but that school still there? But by over there
Yeah,
by Big House? Oh, all right, yeah. They um what else? What else? What was you talking about? I'm assuming you're not gonna change that 90%. But
no, I'm standing on it.
this one, just for the fact that you smiled doing the stuff I say, I know you know what I'm saying. But you can stand on it. You can have a seat on it if you like too, and then whatever. All right, what were you talking about though? We were talking about Monster and 24 Book Club, 24 books. But we were talking about Geechee and them, Geechee and Geechee and Mook. We don't know where it's at, so we're gonna come back to y'all, let y'all know where it's at.